Some movies are entertaining for 2 hours and then disappear from your mind as soon as the credits roll. Others stick with you, become part of the culture, part of the way we think, and part of the way we talk about life. Ferris Bueller's Day Off is one of those movies. Released in 1986 and written and directed by John Hughes, Ferris Bueller's Day Off looks like the ultimate teenage fantasy. A popular high school senior fakes being sick, skips school, borrows a priceless Ferrari, and spends the day exploring Chicago with his best friend and girlfriend. It sounds simple, but there's much more going on beneath the surface. This isn't just a movie about ditching class. It's a movie about freedom, friendship, fear, and the importance of enjoying life before it slips away. It's funny, stylish, and endlessly quotable, but it also contains a surprisingly thoughtful message that resonates just as strongly today as it did in the 80s. Ferris Bueller, played by Matthew Broderick, may be one of the most charming characters in movie history. Ferris has the confidence of a magician and the timing of a stand-up comedian. He can fool his parents, manipulate technology, and talk his way out of almost anything. From the opening scene, Ferris invites the audience into his world.
They bought it.
He looks directly at the camera and explains exactly how he fakes being sick. This instantly makes him feel less like a movie character and more like a friend sharing a secret. We're not just watching Ferris pull off his plan, we're helping him. That fourth wall break style was unusual at the time and gives the movie much of its personality. Ferris talks to us as if we're in on the joke. He's not arrogant, he's playful. He makes the audience feel like co-conspirators. Ferris represents the version of ourselves that wish we were fearless. He knows what he wants, and he goes after it. He doesn't waste time worrying about consequences or asking for permission. He simply decides that today is too beautiful to spend in a classroom.
How could I possibly be expected to handle school on a day like this?
As fun as Ferris is, the emotional center of the movie is Cameron Fry, played by Alan Ruck. Cameron is Ferris's opposite in every way possible. Ferris is confident, while Cameron is anxious. Ferris sees opportunity, while Cameron sees disaster. Ferris is energized by life, while Cameron seems emotionally exhausted before the day even begins. At first, Cameron seems like comic relief. He lies in bed moaning and insisting he's dying.
You're not dying, you just can't think of anything good to do.
But as the story unfolds, it becomes clear that Cameron is deeply unhappy. His fear comes from his relationship with his father, who values possessions more than people. The most important symbol in the film is Cameron's father's red Ferrari 250 GT California. The car is treated like a sacred object, more cherished than Cameron himself. When Cameron accidentally destroys it, the moment is shocking, but it's also liberating. For the first time, Cameron decides not to run away from his problems. He says he will stand up to his father. That decision marks a major turning point in his life. In many ways, Cameron is the character who changes the most. Ferris remains Ferris from beginning to end, but Cameron learns to confront his fears. That emotional growth gives the movie its depth.
What are we gonna do?
The question isn't what are we going to do, the question is what aren't we going to do.
Sloane Peterson, played by Mia Sara, could have easily been written as a one-dimensional love interest. Instead, she becomes an essential part of the group. Sloane matches Ferris's confidence and seems completely at ease with his outrageous plans. She's calm, witty, and effortlessly cool. Her presence helps balance the energy between Ferris and Cameron. Together, the three friends create a perfect dynamic. Ferris is the instigator, Cameron is the warrior, and Sloane is the steady center. Their chemistry makes the day feel believable and gives the movie warmth.
He has missed 9 days.
Every great comedy needs an antagonist, and Ferris Bueller's Day Off has Principal Ed Rooney, played by Jeffrey Jones. Rooney is obsessed with proving that Ferris is skipping school. His mission quickly turns into a slapstick nightmare as he suffers one humiliating defeat after another. Watching Rooney fail is one of the film's greatest pleasures. He represents the adult world's need to control everything. Ferris, by contrast, represents spontaneity and joy. Rooney is essentially the fun police, and the movie delights in making him look ridiculous. His downfall reminds us that taking life too seriously can make us miss the point entirely. One of the movie's secret weapons is its setting. John Hughes turns Chicago into a vibrant playground filled with possibility. Ferris and his friends visit the top of the Sears Tower, eat at a fancy restaurant, attend a baseball game, explore the Art Institute of Chicago, and join a downtown parade. Each stop feels like a celebration of life.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're such a wonderful crowd. We'd like to play a little tune for you. It's one of my personal favorites. And I'd like to dedicate it to a young man who doesn't think he's seen anything good today.
The parade scene is especially iconic. Ferris hijacks a float and performs Twist and Shout and Dunk-a-Shane to a cheering crowd. Ferris transforms an ordinary city street into a spontaneous festival. The movie's most famous line has become one of the most quoted lines in cinema.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
This quote perfectly captures the film's philosophy. Ferris understands something that many people forget as they grow older. Life isn't meant to be lived entirely according to schedules and expectations. Responsibility matters, but so does taking time to appreciate the world around you. That message explains why the movie remains so beloved. Whether you're a teenager overwhelmed by school or an adult buried in work, Ferris's advice feels timeless. Nearly 4 decades after its release, Ferris Bueller's Day Off remains as entertaining as ever. It's hilarious, stylish, and endlessly rewatchable, but it's also surprisingly thoughtful. Through Ferris, the movie celebrates spontaneity and freedom. Through Cameron, it explores fear and personal growth. Through Chicago, it turns one ordinary day into an unforgettable adventure. Most importantly, the film reminds us that life is too precious to sleepwalk through it. Ferris may have skipped school, but he taught audiences one of the best lessons any movie has ever offered. Slow down, look around, and make sure you are truly living your life.